Well, folks, the new jobs report is out, and it's better as usual than we expected. The wages are growing at a faster clip than inflation. Inflation is falling. More jobs are available. I mean, it is amazing that we have many on the right contradicting what has always been the case, and that is under Democratic rule, uh, economy does better. Now, there's a chart that at the end of this piece that I'm going to show you, you're going to see, and it's a chart that says the following. Take a look at these presidents from Bush 41, Clinton, Bush 43, Obama, Trump, and Biden. You had 3 Republicans and 2 Democrats, or rather 3 Democrats, 3 Republicans. Is that right? Bush 1, Bush 2. I want you to take a look at that chart. What that chart shows you is that under Bush 1, under Bush 2, under Trump, what you had was a disastrous employment picture. Under Clinton, under Trump, or rather under Clinton, under Biden, and under Obama, look at the job growth. So compare the job growths for Republicans and the job growths for Democrats. Now, people are going to say, well, why did you leave out Reagan? Well, it was the last 6 administrations, but I'm going to take care of that at the end and show you that even including that, the economy simply does better under Republicans. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check this out, and then we'll take it on the other side.
The first jobs report of the year, and we're learning in December, the U.S. added 216,000 jobs. That's far above what economists expected. NBC's Christine Romans is here to break it down for us. Christine, great to see you. What does this tell us about the state of the American economy?
You know, it ended the year resilient. Last year was supposed to be the year of the recession. Remember, that was a big forecast. That never happened. And even into the end of the year, you still had strength. That jobless rate, 3.7%, this is still in a band of 50-year lows for the unemployment rate. December adding a stronger than expected 216,000 jobs. That brings the net gain for the year, Anna, at 2.7 million jobs added. When we put it in context, as you know, I like to say the trend is what's important here, right? You can see it is a slowing job growth, but still a robust performance and picking up speed into the end of the year. So I would call this still a resilient labor market. Despite all those concerns in 2023, it ended out quite firm.
Okay, now 2024, here we are. It's election year. Can you put this into broader context for us? If it comes down to Trump versus Biden, how do the two match up on job growth during their presidencies?
So look, this is already something that is fodder for the campaign trail, right? And I think it's incredibly important to use context here. There was a once in 100-year crisis, healthcare crisis, a pandemic that really blew out these numbers. But when you look longer term here, you can see so far in the Biden administration, about 14.6 million jobs have been added. That is in large part the economy shut down. Under Trump, he had a negative job posting. The economy shut down and millions of jobs were lost. So this is a recovery. This was the crash. This is putting it in perspective with Barack Obama. His first term, by the way, the first couple of years was really slow economic growth, but managed to put in 10 million jobs there. You can see Bill Clinton and Ronald Reagan, by the way, had very strong job performance on their watches. I would caution, presidents get too much credit and too much blame for what happens in the economy on their watch, quite frankly. You know, the pandemic, for example, really skewed a lot of these numbers, but you'll be hearing a lot of slicing and dicing, I think, as we head into the election year.
Okay. And I like that last slide that you just are giving us a glimpse of. Wage growth up 4.1%, beyond where we're seeing inflation right now. Christine, thank you so much.
All right. So people are saying, oh my God, look at that difference. Millions of jobs created under the last 3 Democrats. Jobs lost under Trump. Small gain under the Bushes. What gives? Well, then the only savior that could come for you is, well, you left out Reagan. So let's go ahead and do that. I wrote a book earlier on a few years ago called As I See It, Class Warfare the only resort to right-wing doom. And in that book, what I went ahead and did is I printed, for the time at which the book was written, I printed out what was the job performance of these different presidents. And as you may have guessed, it is not rocket science that even if we include Reagan had, everybody touts the great Reagan economy. Well, look at the charts. Reagan got 16 million votes in his 8 years, but Clinton got 23 million in his 8 years, according to the information I have here in my book. George W. Bush 1 got 2.5 million, or rather, 2 got 2.5 million. George W. Bush 1 got 3 million. Gerald Ford, 1.8 million. Nixon, 9.4 million, but Lyndon Johnson, 11.9 million. So you go over and over and over again, and we've spoken about this on several issues. If you want a good economy, continue to elect presidents who understand economics, because the policies that they support are actually good for the economy. So play around with Trump. In this case, you lost 2.5 million people. Say, oh, well, there was a pandemic. Well, it wasn't the pandemic that was solely responsible for all these losses. I mean, he just never had a vibrant economy, even though he goes out and he tells people the economy was great under Trump. No, it was not. The thing about it is, for too long, many progressives, many Democrats, many independents, many good Republicans allowed lies to metastasize into people's minds as if it had any reality. Well, there is the reality on the screen for you right now, as far as job creations for presidents for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 presidents. And if we include the charts that include now both Trump and Biden, we see that Biden has really blown Trump's record out of the way. So again, you want bad economics? Go vote for Trump. If you want to continue living a lousy life, vote for Trump, or vote for Republicans who are trying to cripple any progressive movement that we have right now. Folks, this is not a joke. You guys have to really start looking at things the way they really are, and not the way some charlatan, some liar tell you that it is.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number 1, subscribe to our channel. And number 2, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.